Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. That's very clear. Since we're talking about leaders, another thing that I also learned from the book, The Blueprint for Manager Success, is that as a new manager, it's recommended to be a servant leader. And the book itemized that the three words that are very important for servant leader are being intentional, consistent, and determined. Now, those three words were attributed to the servant leader. But looking at what we see around, I can almost feel that most politicians that I considered not servant leader are also intentional, consistent, and determined. So, where do we draw the line between the politicians that we know are not servant leader and the servant leader that we are describing? Yeah.
Yeah, so the book does a great job in this area, and one of the things that um, leaders need to understand is that, and I think I said it at the very beginning of this, it's not about you; it's about other people. And when we take ourselves out of it, then we gain clarity. Um, servant doesn't mean that you're less than, right? You're empowering other people. When you can empower a person, man, it makes all the difference in the world. One of the most important things you can do to develop new managers or to develop employees is to empower them,
Hmm.
right? And when you empower people, you do several things for them. One of the things you do, you let them know that that you trust them. The next thing that you do, you let them know that you care about them. You let them know that you can help them. See, when you empower people, your leadership, your level of influence goes up with people, right? And we should all strive as a leader to empower and impact. Empower, impact, and influence, right?
Wow.
Empower people, let them know that they have the right to or the skill to do a certain thing. Impact them by asking relevant questions, by helping them when they need help at the right time, right? And then influence them by our leadership style.
Wow.
I always tell people, see, you impact people not by the statements that you make, but by the questions that you ask.
Hmm.
When you
Hmm.
ask questions, you make people think, you help them reflect, you help them grow. When you telling all the time,
Hmm.
you help them turn their ears off.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. One of the concepts that I also like in the book is the concept of self leadership. There's a quote from the book that says that if you can transform your vision into reality, you're actually engaging in self leadership. And that's a concept that most people don't understand because it's easier to say, well, I just want to lead anyways. I just want to be a leader and do this and do that. But then I think the basic thing is to be able to communicate to people that, well, this is how I've been able to transform my vision into reality, and I can do the same for you, or we can do the same together. I think that's the basis of leadership that we are not actually taken too seriously. And also, there's a quote from Bill Gates to support what you just said that says, "As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others." That's why empower, influence are the major words there that we should consider.